So guys, we are on sales analyze report. Okay. For this, we did like how to create, how to prepare our sales analyze report by different ways, by making so many strategies. Okay, and by also working on our weaknesses and preparing strengthen our more strength. Okay, and some latest trends we got to know. Okay, and we have to put in our mind what latest trends are coming or what latest trend are running currently in the market. Okay, for a company or for a relevant company. And for this, we also take help, or you can say that create some more ideas, or you can say that uh, for sales analyze report, some beneficiaries we can take from the POS. That is the point of sale. It is a kind of your software. You can say that IDS software. You can say micro on IDS software, on which you can say that the cost effective and fast and transparent parent marginal decisions you can take. Okay, on this there are so many reports you can create on POS, like your consumption report, sales report, costing. Okay, what particular product you are selling, what is the actual cost of that product, what raw material is using in that. Okay, you can create that reports also from that. Okay, then your settlement reports. Okay, cashier score, cashier summary, consumption report. Okay, so these are the reports you can prepare from the POS, and which is again very much helpful to create your sales analyze report in any business sector, or to create, or to just you can say that increasing your sales performance of any organization wherever you are working, or you can say that any kind of your business sector you are working for. Okay, if we are talking about the sales analyze report, one more thing you can take help, or you can say that it is very much helpful to preparing that particular report in accurate way, or you can say that in a well manner. That is your ECR. What is the full form of ECR, guys? Yes, ECR. Anyone? Full form of ECR. Electronic cash register. For what purpose we are using ECR in our restaurant?
To record the transaction history.
Yes, to record all the transaction histories. Also, we can prepare KOTs. It's a kind of KOT. Okay, on which we just got to know about all the covers. Okay, what number of covers we are serving. Okay, you can say that how much orders in the same day we served to the guest. Okay, like from 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000, like whatever the number we are serving. Okay, so we just doing the single click, and we get all the record of that day, or you can say that of the previous month, of the previous year if we want. Okay, that how many guests we served for that year, or for this month, or for that particular day, and how many tables we served for the today only. Okay, so these are the you can say that some of the connecting things which helps to create a sales analyze report, or sales analyze detailed report in very good manner. Okay, because on that we also got to know a number of packs on per cover. Okay, how many things we served, or how many dishes we served to that particular table. Okay, beverages, and you can say any special service we are providing to them, then that also again recorded into the ECR machine, electronic cash register machine. So let's move forward to the next. Next is your market analysis. uh, how we can analyze the market industry trends. Your first step should be to study the industry trends. Like whenever you are going, or if we take a very simple example from your side, if you are going to the market to purchase something or purchase some dress for your birthday, okay, so what do you do first? You just go scroll all the, you can say that your Instagram or your Facebooks, or you can say Google, what latest trend nowadays that are going, or it's very much in the trend. Okay, so you just do that kind of shopping from the market. So for the same, if we talk about our industry, or you can say that if we talk about the hotel industry, uh, the industry trends, what industry latest trends are going to the setting in the market. Uh, the first step, study the industry. How you can study the industry? Like you can go to the hotels, or you can just visit to any events, or whether you are invited over there or not. Okay, you just go as a like as a employer also. Okay, some people do this, like this kind of things, or you can say that like they just join the hotel industry, or join the any kind of business industry to just grab the knowledge of the trends, or you can say just grab the knowledge about that particular industry, and then they uh, putting all that efforts, or all their learnings which they do at the place where they do their job. Okay, so they put all the efforts and learning in their business. Okay, to setting up that, or increasing their own business. Okay, so that is also the very good way to learn the latest trend of the industry. Okay, or you can just go visit or study about that. You can say that by searching on the internet, because lots of things nowadays are very much popular onto the internet, and you can get 40 to 50% of the knowledge, actual knowledge, or you can say that idea of the latest trend from the internet itself. Next point is your demography. The next step is to understand the local market area demographic and economic statistics. Okay, demographic, it's the next step, or you can say that our second step. Okay, to study the local market. Very much important, because any business, maybe a large scale or at small scale, whenever you are setting up any kind of business, or opening any kind of shop, or any kind of small restaurant in any country, or in any city or state, first you have to know about the local trends and local market, because you have to purchase all your raw material from that there only. When you are planning or designing your restaurant, you have to buy all the things from there only. Okay, maybe you can export some of the furniture, or some kind of equipments which you needed. You can maybe from your own place, or from outer place, but most of the things which you are going to do, you have to purchase from the local market itself. And most important thing for this also, you have to uh, have thorough knowledge about how much the type of the client, sorry, over there, like what type of client you have to serve. Okay, at that particular place. Okay, so the this is the very important point. And economic statistic, like what is the paying capacity. Okay, paying capacity, you may say that, or the economically that particular place is how much wealth. Okay, is there any colleges over there, or some shopping centers are over there, or people who are living there, what income source they have. Okay, and most important thing, like is there any industry over there, like from outer state or from outer country, people are coming over there and living over there or taking their houses on rents. That is the very important aspect for any kind of business, because people, though the people who are coming from the outstate or from the outer country, they first take the apartments or the houses on rent, and then they just buy all the you can say that things from the market that increase or boost up the business perspective. So that's why I'm saying, whatever the business you are doing, or whatever the things sorry organization you are operating, so you have to do the survey, or you can say that thorough knowledge about that particular market. Next point is your concept. It is important to decide the target audience for your restaurant. Now, for this point, we can say that, like we have to decide our decor, or you can say that concept of that particular place where we are operating or opening our restaurant. We just target that particular audience. Like if we having the restaurant where there is lots of colleges over there, or you can say that lots of corporate houses over there, so we just target that type of client. We are targeting teenagers, or you can say that college students, okay, or you can say that the people who are uh, at very young age, so they prefer fast food over there, or different type of food which are which they prefer. Okay, so our setup is according to them. Okay, we do not go, if we are talking about the college student, we don't go very much formal atmosphere over there. They like casual, semi casual, they like to party. Okay, like if we talk about a college student or school student or teenagers, they are very much fond of parties. Okay, so they, whenever they get a chance, they just do party. Okay, whether they have money or not, they just do the party at any place, or and at any cost. Okay, so our concept is based, or our targets are based on the audience, or on the depending upon the customers, on the guest only. Okay, so guys, any confusion in this market analysis? Very simple, I think so. Industry trends, demography, and concept, like these are the some of the basic points which we did today. Like how to start, whenever we are starting our business, what points we have to keep in our mind. So any confusion you can discuss with me. Yes, any confusion is from your side? I think so, no confusion. Yeah. Next is your, how do you analyze restaurant data? Like very effective, or very much needed things we have to do in this. How do you analyze restaurant data? Like how we do. First point, which I already told you, POS, point of sale system. Like by this, the first point we already discussed in the sale analysis, that point of sale is the very much important, in which we create so many reports, and you can say that so many generate reports, and this like consumption reports, and you can say that uh, consolidated sales report, then cash summary, then again transaction report, or any kind of settlement we did with the guest. Okay, maybe they get any kind of separate dish in that, or any kind of accidental KOT we prepare. Okay, or you can say that any bills we create, different types of bills we create in sales control system. Like your prepaid bills, credit bills, then your defenders and supplementary KOTs. Okay, so these are the different types of bills and KOTs we prepare. So we just get to know about the what settlement we did in POS system at only a single click. So start with the comprehensive POS system. We just take all the data or gather all the data while analyzing the restaurant data or while analyzing some kind of reports or preparing some kind of reports. We just start uh, doing work with the POS system. And next point, track individual customer data. Like we can also track our customer individual data from where we again get from the POS system or ECR register or the register which is preparing by the hostess. Okay, or you can say that a system which is created by the hostess who is all taking all the bookings, whether the walk-in guest is coming in our into our restaurant or the guest coming with the advance booking. They track or they just feed all the data of that customer, okay, for the further use. So we just track individual customer data, consistently monitor front of house data, which I already told you. Front of house data, we can also take data from the front office also. We just take the data from the hostess also, or the POS system we already have, we can also take data from that also. Next, analyze financial and inventory data. Like financial and inventory data, how much financial things we did in last few days or in last few years, whatever the data we required. And inventory data, like inventory data means like this amount of inventory sheet, or you can say the inventory sheet is marked in this particular area, and we provide or we purchase this things for this particular at this particular amount, and this particular amount is served to the guest. Okay, so we just do the cross check for that, and then create again, analyze the data, like any kind of pilferage or theft or spoilage happened in the restaurant, we just got to know about by analyzing financial and inventory data. Because uh, uh, all the reports are having the numbers which we mentioned in that. If we talk about the bottles of water bottles, simple example, we will take that. If we are purchased or you can say that our closing stock or opening stock, you can say opening stock of water bottle is 1,000. After closing the restaurant, we have 800. Okay, 200 we serve to the guest. Then we get the inventory of 250. Okay, inventory data, or you can say inventory sheet. After doing the inventory, we get the requisition form. Sorry, we get the requisition form of 250 bottles. Okay, so uh, we served we buy 1,000 bottles, water bottles, and we served to the guest 200. But again the requisition we get is 250 of 250 bottles. Okay, so where the 50 bottles have been gone. Okay, so that you can say, I just giving you an example, the fluctuation of that 50 bottles will also analyze, or you can say that also calculate. Okay, that may be drunk by the staff, or maybe you can say that sometime they may be broken. Okay, or the guest may stole some bottles. Okay, so that may be, there are many situations. Okay, so only the thing is that what data we get, what data we required, we get from that reports. Next is your use data for better management. Like why we use or why we do these kind of analyze restaurant data reports or marketing analyze or sales analyze. to create a better management and to create a better atmosphere to work in which we are working. Okay, uh, so by doing or by creating this, it is very much helpful for the organization also and for the employees also. Okay, they just uh, do the work in a uniformity system. Okay, the system created by the management, they do in that, whether they do 1 year job in the particular organization, and when they are going to the next organization, they follow, or they follow the same rules, whatever the rules they following in the previous organization. Okay, so they don't feel any kind of difficulty. Okay, so this is the reason we use this data to the betterment of organization and betterment of the employees also. Next is your how to calculate sales for the restaurant. Like how we calculate the sales, like sales forecast is equal to table count multiplied by seat allotment, average ticket size multiplied by table turn. Like whatever the sales forecast, like sale forecast, how we do the sale forecasting, like in future, like if I'm doing sale forecasting for next month, like or for the same month, like for the September month. Okay, how I can do, how I will do that table count, how much table count I have, how much seat allotments we do. Okay, multiply by average ticket size, what ticket size, like what average table we can serve to the guest, or what average amount of food we can serve by which we can earn this particular amount of money we can uh, get from that guest. Okay, and table turn, like whatever the tables we are not using, we just do that. Okay, uh, next is your like 10 tables multiplied by 4 guests per table. Okay, or you can say that sometimes we if we are doing sales control, sales forecasting, what we can do, like we maybe we have 10 tables or 5 tables with the sitting capacity of 8 guests or 10 guests, but we do the average do the follow the average protocol, because maybe sometimes we have to arrange that uh, particular table for 4 guests, because or other tables on that 9 tables are already packed up. Okay, so we have to provide that table to that 4 guests only. The capacity of that table is 10 guests. So 10 tables multiplied by 4 per table, 20 per guest, like $20 we can take per guest, multiplied by 2 turn per night. Okay, 2 turns per night, like 2 turns per night means maybe the that particular tables may be given to the guest for 2 times or for the 3 times. So, but we can take the average amount or average numbers like 2 times. Okay, so sale forecast 10 into 4 multiplied by 2, 20 multiplied by 2. So our sales forecasting for that particular day is $1,600. Okay. So this is the calculating formula. You can put any kind of numbers, like where we are putting 10, you can put 20. For 4 guests, you can put 3 guests, or you can just put 6 guests, average 6 guests you are providing. And for per guest, you are charging 50 per dollar, and time how many times you are providing that table or repeating that table, you may put 4, 3 or 6 times, that all depends. So you just get the sales forecast for that. Okay, so try to calculate or try to do with some other equations or other numbers, so you can just got to know about how to calculate that. Okay, next is your cost analysis. Divide your total food cost by your total revenue from food to calculate your food cost percentage. Like and a healthy restaurant typically has food cost between 20 and 25 to and 35%, but you can get away with the spending more on ingredients if you spend less on labor. and vice versa. Like what is saying that mostly the financial healthy restaurant, any restaurant is having the 25 to 35 or 30% of the spending, whatever he is spending they are getting that from the from the or you can say that they are just creating the profit of 25 to 35%. Okay, like if we take an example, spending more on ingredients if you are spending less on labors. Okay, like if if the requirement of the restaurant in that area is your uh, 5 to 6 chef, or you can say that 5 to 6 servers. Okay, but you are just operating your restaurant with only two. So you're at the busy point, or you can say that when there is a peak season in your restaurant, your servers may not serve the quality food, or your chefs may not serve the quality food as required by the guest, or they may be in the, you can say that in the rushy situation, they may accidentally fall down their dishes, or they may some delay in serving that dishes. Okay, so at that point you just have to spending more on ingredients. Okay, if your wasting is more, so your again your dishes or your raw material is using more. So it's better you just pay little more on labor to spending less on ingredients. That will helpful. Okay, and it also increase the you can say that demand, or you can say that the quality in your service, or in your service standards also. Okay, so by this way we can calculate the cost analysis. Okay, next, how do you analyze the food cost? To calculate your food cost percentage, first add the value of your beginning inventory and your purchase, and subtract the value of your ending inventory from the total. Like whenever you are calculating the food cost, whatever the food cost or whatever the raw material cost, just you have to, what you do, you just calculate, or you just take the value of the opening stock when you open, or when you just putting the raw material into the kitchen or into the store. And then after you just or and then you just subtract the value of ending inventory, like whenever after the month, or after the, you can say that week, whatever the amount of food you left with. Okay, you just minus that, and you just get the food cost of that. uh, finally divide the result into two total food sales. What are the cost of a restaurant? Fixed cost includes rent, mortgage, salary, loan payments, license fees, and insurance premiums. And next is your variable cost include for food, holiday wages, and utilities. Like these are the some of the cost which they just segregate in the form of fixed and variable cost, or you can say that cost of any restaurant, like rent, salaries we are paying for the employees, loan payments if we uh, take the property on loan basis, or if we just take the property on rental basis. Okay, we just give all the rents and loan payments. Then license fee, we have to take the license, whatever the food we are providing. If we are running the bar over there, again we need a license over there. Insurance premiums, like these are the fixed costs we have to pay. Otherwise we can't run a restaurant. Okay, if we don't have the license. Okay, we can't serve food. Maybe some government people or some senior authorities may come to our restaurant, close our restaurant. Okay, if we are serving drinks in the restaurant, then again we required the license for that. Salaries are very important. Like if we can't pay, or if we didn't pay the salaries on time to our employees. They don't work for us. They may shift, or they may just quit our organization and move forward to the next one. So all the points are very important. Again, variable cost there, that may be depending upon the cost of the you can say that uh, increase and decrease of your sales, sorry. So that all depends upon that. Food, wages, and utilities means like whatever the fuel, electricity. Okay, fuel may be depending upon what type of fuel, maybe petrol, diesel. So these all are the variable costs. They fluctuate according to the sale of that restaurant or sale of that particular organization. So total food cost percentage formula is there. Total food cost percentage is equal to total cost of goods sold divided by total revenue multiplied by 100. Like whatever the total cost of goods sold you have, okay, and after dividing with the total revenue, okay, and multiply by 100, then you get the total food cost percentage in your hands. So guys, this is the end of the topic. Any confusion in this, you may discuss with me. I'm very happy to solve your queries. Any confusion, guys? There is no confusion. Okay. May I ask questions from you then? Let's start from Abhishek.
Yes, sir.
Yes, full form of ECR.
Electronic cash register.
For what purpose we use this register?
For the KOT.
Okay, 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 okay. Gagandeep Singh, unmute yourself. Yes, Gagandeep Singh, unmute yourself. Gusahib, Gusahib, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gusahib, how to calculate the total food cost? How to calculate the total food cost?
Sir, in this we have to subtract the remaining inventory from the total inventory.
Okay. You can say that the opening stock we have, okay, and
Yes, sir.
subtract the remaining inventory in hand, we
Yes,
can
yes.
get the total food cost. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. The lecture is over now. We will meet in next lecture. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.